If you were teaching brain surgeons how to be a brain surgeon with an online course, what's the one thing you want to make sure when they finish the course? Yeah, that they got 100% on the quizzes, right? I'm going to take a look, actually today, I'm going to take a look at a whole bunch of AI tools that make quizzes easy to create, but more importantly, quizzes that make sure that people learning or people taking the course are actually learning it as what you're trying to teach them. This is James Maduke speaking from Training Sites.io, where we help people start, build, and grow their education business. And I do these every day. These are live ad hoc sessions just about some of the tools that we've been looking at as we help our clients and we create courses for ourselves. So here's the deal. If you are creating a course, one of the things that happens is in many times people don't finish the course and they don't even finish the lessons, or they don't do topics, even though sometimes you have a thing that says complete, a button complete, go to the next one. But they may skim through it. You may have no idea what it is that they're actually consuming or not consuming. And the way to get around that, of course, is creating quizzes or adding quizzes to your course. Now, there's a whole science around quizzing, and we're not going to talk about that specifically today. But what I do want to talk about is the fact that you can use AI tools to make this drop dead simple and more effective. The other thing that's happening now is with kind of a move to micro courses or very, very small courses. Short quizzes are going to be even more important, as it's not you want a specific task or a specific skill taught in a short period of time. You want to make sure that in fact people actually understand what it is you're trying to teach them. So let's take a look at some AI tools and how this works out. Now I'm going to do another video on how to do this in some of the LMS tools that we have, like Lifter and Tutor and LearnDash. There's a whole bunch of different settings available, but in this one I just want to show you how to create some questions. And generally there's three ways of creating the questions, and here's the three ways. I'll go through them quickly and then I'll show you the actual links to some of them. So if you have a course or an existing course, you may have questions built into the PowerPoint slides or the presentation, whatever you've been doing. You might even have quizzes that you ask people on a regular basis, and you can put those directly into your LMS and have them as part of the course. Now, the thing is with those ones is, usually with these quizzes, you have all sorts of choices as, is it a fill in the blank? Is it an essay? Is it ordering things? Is it a yes or no, true or false? Is it pick 3 of 5? There's all sorts of different types of quizzes. So you got to see, well, which questions do I have fit the quiz best if you're taking it from existing content. On the other hand, you may go and say, you know what? I don't really want to create a quiz. I've used AI or I've used ChatGPT to create my lessons and help me create my lessons based on, for example, a narration or a PowerPoint that I did a video with, or a live session, a Zoom call. I want some help doing it. So that's the second way. You can use ChatGPT and prompt it to actually create quizzes for you that can get added to the lessons. So that's one way. And then the third way is there's all sorts of AI tools, and I'm going to show you those open tabs after. Now, which is the best one? I don't really know. It has to be for you, which one works best for you. I still think you have to have quizzes. And if we think about back to that brain surgeon, if they're taking my online course, I want to make sure that they get 100% and that the quiz that I give them to get a certificate or whatever it happens to be that I'm giving them away, you're going to make sure that they understand what it was that was taught. So quizzes are really important, more important than you think, and I think they're going to be more important as micro-learning and mini courses come into play here. So let's take a look. First of all, I think I got one here. I'll pull one up here first, and then we'll show the screen. That's not the one I want. Let me do another one here. One more to try. Here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to pull this over on the screen here so that you can see it, and then I'll bring it up. So here's one, for example. I'm just going to show you this right now. So what happened was, on this particular one, is creating a course. And again, the course was done using ChatGPT. And I gave it a prompt at the end. And I just said quickly, I said on this one, you're at the end of the first lesson, create a quiz using the lesson and the topics covered that will ensure the student has a thorough understanding of what the course is about and how it can affect people. Provide 10 detailed questions using the following formats: yes, no, true, false, single choice, multiple choice. So I gave it 4 formats, and I said, look at the content we've created, and it's actually created the questions and answers for me. So you can take those now and you can put those directly into your LMS or whatever program you're using to actually, the platform that you're using to actually teach the courses. But it created a quiz for me, and I used only 4 different types or question styles. I think there's maybe, I know in LearnDash, for example, I think there's 8 are available. So again, whatever's appropriate, the kind of question you would put it in the prompt, but you've now used an AI tool, in this case, one that we prompted to actually create one for you. Now, the third choice is there's a ton of tools available now that are course quiz specific. And a lot of these are a little more corporate facing. And the reason that is that you're going to find, or you do find now, a lot of companies and bigger companies are having to onboard people quickly and teach things like standard operating procedures or specific tasks. And they want to have a quick way to do 3 to 5 minutes, couple minutes, here's a video, here's how to do something, and then a quiz so that people know that they understand exactly what it was in that little mini course or micro course. So let's take a look at some of those and you'll see how this works out. Now, let me just open up a screen here. This one is EdApp, and this one's a corporate one. And if you go to edapp.com, you're going to see that they have a whole bunch of different courses and things that are basically for companies, HR companies, or HR departments, for example, marketing companies, standard operating procedures. And they actually sell some of these. But one of them that they have is I'll put the link below, of course, it's AI Create. They have one that actually allows you to basically create quizzes. And you don't have to get really hung up on creating it yourself or figuring it out, because all of these ones that I'm going to show you, for the most part, they will allow you to upload a document, a PDF, even a URL of a website, and actually it will create the quizzes for you. Some of them are available on mobile apps, so you can actually have a mobile app. Some are ones that will just be generated that can be used in your course or imported into your course, depending on the format that they're in. So EdApp is kind of like the granddaddy, I think, of all of them, because it was more of a corporate one, and they've actually been buying other companies and putting them into their offering. So that's a neat one. Other one that I found is quizgecko.com. Here's another one. This one I think was more for students who are getting ready to take exams, but they want to take some of their notes or the stuff that they've learned, and they're going, hey, I better be able to answer these questions. I'm going to give or create quizzes for myself that I know are going to allow me to focus on perhaps some of the questions that you're going to be getting. So you'll find a lot of times students, educators, and businesses worldwide. So students are using these to create quizzes for themselves to study, but also the educators or the teachers are using them to create the quizzes. So that's kind of a neat one there. Personalized learning, quizzes and flashcards. Again, it's mobile-based, spaced repetition, personalized feedback as to what you're getting right and what you're getting wrong. And again, they're mobile, so it allows you to do anything that you want. The kind of thing that's neat here as well is these are multilingual, so that they actually, you can import in one particular language and have it create in another one. Here's another one, quizzes.com. Another same idea where you're going to be able to upload document. You get quizzes and lessons will actually be created based on your content. And most of these are free to get started. They're freemium models, so they have a free level and a paid one. You can go watch some of the videos that are there. This one is nice because it's got a Chrome extension. So what that means to you is that if you're on a particular page or you've got a URL, you can actually create questions and notes based on the URL that's there. This is something you could use, for example, if you are doing a course and you're looking at the course lesson, you can be on the page and use the Chrome extension or the extension in your browser to actually just create the actual quiz for that particular lesson. And on all of these ones, you'll see just here on the page, it says select create, then quiz, and it'll give you a text prompt, YouTube video, existing resource, whether that be a PowerPoint, a doc, or a PDF. Okay. And again, these ones are, all of them have some kind of free version to get started. Some of them are paid, but take a look, sign up, watch the video, some kind of neat ones there. Here's another one I found, quizbot.ai. This one, same idea. They give you 60 questions for free. And this one is a little bit different because from what I've seen and a quick look that we had at it, it allows you to again, gives you all sorts of different questions that you can now pick from. So it's not like giving you a quiz, but it's giving you, hey, here's X number of questions, pick the ones that you want or the ones that are most appropriate. So this is an AI tool that really picks out the best ones that you want. The other thing that you'll notice here too is that this one's also, if you look on the page here, this one's kind of for teachers as well, plagiarism checker and differentiated. So you can actually have different versions of the same quiz. Again, multilingual, kind of neat. So questions from video, questions from image, questions from audio, share your credits, questions from files. So all of the things that you can do with this one, and even a podcast. So if it's an audio recording, you can now put this one in and allow it to create quizzes for you just from the audio. So that's another one. This one, Revisely. This one was kind of nice that I looked at. They've got a flashcard generator, a notes generator, and a quiz generator. So again, this one, textbooks, PDFs, PowerPoints, any of your content, and even a picture or pasting the text allows you to create it, and multiple languages. They have a one to try here, and again, they've got a $5 annual, so $60 annual. They have a school and a work one, $19 a month, but it's unlimited questions and quizzes if you get into that. So these are ones you can create all kind of big documents or big Q&A documents that are appropriate for your entire course as a final exam, or even more importantly, as individual lesson quizzes that keep people engaged and ensure that they're actually completing and learning what it is you're trying to teach. I'll go through another couple ones. Here's one that's Send Steps, kind of neat one there. They've got some quizzes quickly and easily. And on this one, they have some templates. So if you're not in an LMS or you're trying to add something that's separate, this one allows you to create quizzes that are a little more graphical in terms of how they actually get created. And they have, again, for teachers and for the students as well. Here's another one that I ran into, Conquer.ai, streamlining for teachers, capture student interest. These ones, all the same ideas, where you're in a position where you're going to be able to create variable questions, all sorts of different styles. And the other one here, some of them have integrations with other tools. So the thing is, if you're doing something on WordPress, for example, you're using Lifter, LMS, or one of those additional tools that you kind of use to have your platform for your courses, you can create quizzes with some of these AI tools. A lot of them are standalone, so you don't really have a choice as to, where they actually get embedded in the course. It's a little more difficult. So even if you do look at these, just remember that you can create the quizzes and manually put them into the course if you want. If you're using a software as a service or an external LMS or platform, many of these tools actually can be embedded or used directly within that tool. So make sure to check any of the integrations of the ones that you're looking at. The other one that I found, QuestGen, was a kind of a neat one. Again, AI generated, high volume quiz up to 150 quizzes from 100,000 words in one click. This one you can start off using. And again, this one's a little more corporate, HR teams and schools. But again, all things that you can use if you're doing direct to consumer, business to business. If you're a subject matter expert, you're just trying to teach people, here's a good place to get some quizzes put together. Rifling through these, there's all sorts of them here. Here's another one. I think it's Open Exams or OPEXams. Free question generator. This one, again, log in. You got all sorts of questions available for you. And again, number of different styles and different ways that you can do it. What was the other one here? This was the other one. This one's kind of neat too. This one was Fillout, and this one's fillout.com. And this one, they use forms to actually create. And this one has a bunch of integrations, but this one is one that has a conversational or a way to actually have quizzes built into forms. I talked about a WordPress plugin called Fluent Forms. This is another idea where you can actually go and have it create quizzes or conversational quizzes in a form that's external to WordPress. QuestGen, I think we talked about that one at the start. Yeah, there we did that one. So those are the ones that you might want to consider when you're building out your courses. Again, all of these quizzes, the purpose of them is to make sure that people watch or go through the entire course and lessons, and that they understand what it is that you're teaching. The point is, you're not just throwing content out. If you want people to, just see some content, do it as a blog post. If you're trying to teach a skill that you want to know people have understood and at least can learn about the skill and apply it as to what you tried to taught, or if you're promising some kind of transformation or end result, you want to make sure that in fact they actually took the course and know what it is, and you can give them the transformation that you promised, knowing that they've actually gone through and done all of the work. So I hope you enjoy these quick sessions. Again, these ones are live ad hoc every business day. I just take a look at all the quizzes that we're doing as it has to relate to starting, building, and growing your education business. Now, if you know anyone, actually look below here, you'll see that there's, Training Sites Talk. If you know anyone that needs help with this or just wants to find out a little bit more about how to build their own course, sell their courses, build a membership site, a training site, if they want to have a building as an education business, make sure to just sign up there and I'll do my best to help you out. Just a free talk. We'll have some fun. I'm excited about this industry. I hope you are too. There's all sorts of great opportunity for people to share the experiences they have. So hope you like these. We'll be back again tomorrow. Well, today's Friday, so it'll be back on Monday. I am going to do another video later today just about actually my brain surgeon example for doing quizzes, and hopefully you'll stay tuned and watch one of those ones, hopefully that shows up here. So take care, expect the best. This is James from trainingsites.io.